Stage idea number one: Sandblasted Highway. Game: Sin and Punishment Star Successor on the Nintendo Wii. Now, the Sandblasted Highway is a stage that appears a little more than halfway through, um, Sin and Punishment Star Successor on Nintendo Wii, where the main characters Issa, Joe, and Kachi have to fly their way through attacking various enemies, including enemy soldiers, monsters, a giant lion, chimera type beast, and so on and so forth to get their way through the enemy soldiers and get into near the enemy fortress or something like that. It's been a while since I played this game. Um, and basically, it's a giant, long, broken down, kind of semi-destroyed highway, out in the desert. So it's kind of a long-standing, fast pace since it's a on-rail shooter type game-based stage that kind of puts you on your toes. And I wanted to see something like this as a stage in Super Smash Bros. 4. Now, how I see it playing out. How do I see the stage playing out? Um, Basically, I see it kind of being like a spiritual successor to Port Town from Brawl, the F-Zero stage Port Town, where you basically stood on the platform and as it flew throughout the stage. Now, there would be like these generic platforms that you could basically stand on, about two or three. You could basically stand down and fight. The platforms are breakable. They are kind of broken down, kind of like the highway is. And if they're attacked enough by players or so on, or even the stage hazards, enemies and whatnot, they can fall apart. They will eventually regenerate, but it makes it harder for players to kind of continue fighting when there's so little space for them to fight on. So you kind of have to strategize on how can I stay on this stage, but knock my opponent off. And the stage hazards would basically include the various monsters and enemy soldiers that will fly up or move up to the platforms and will either distract you or attack you directly and can cause you to fall off the stage in the process. And you can probably fight them off if possible or just stay out of their distance. Strategize yourself, strategize fighting. And basically the speed of the stage can increase and decrease, basically making it harder for players to stay on the platforms, to keep a foot on the platform, especially if there's only a platform or two left. Like if something broke, one of the platforms broke, and you have to wait for the other platforms to come back. And this will make it harder by the fact that there's a few platforms. And that's essentially how I saw this stage out, because I'm thinking like this is like the stage from Sin and Punishment Star Successor that kind of stood out the most to me as really a stage that you could put in Super Smash Brothers. And I really do think Sin and Punishment deserves a stage, and this is one of the stages that came to mind, like, what can you represent as a stage? Well, Sandblasted Highway. And it was certainly a fun strategic battle, not just the planes just standing on on a stage and fighting each other. You have to strategize on not only keeping it competitive and fighting your opponent, but staying alive yourself by staying on these platforms. And it's a fun stage. It will have, various little, um, quirks to it, like stage hazards and how you need to strategize in order to stay alive. Now, with stage ideas, unlike my assist trophies, items, other various ideas I'm going to do ideas for, I'm also going to do song ideas, like ideas for songs I could potentially see on this stage. Now, I'm not saying all of them will appear. I'm not saying these are all the songs for the list. I'm basically saying these are songs that will basically be my ideas for the songs I would probably include on the stage. It could be all of them, it could be only a few of them, but they're ideas that I thought would make some sense and would be kind of cool. I came up with 8 ideas for the Sandblasted Highway, and I'm going to go through them right now. The first one would be Hakai Desolation. It's the true ending theme from Sin and Punishment Star Successor. Basically, you can have it be without the lyrics, which is basically like a Japanese lyric-based song. Or you can basically just do it just with the music itself. Either version would work just fine. It would really fit the mood of the stage. I also would pick the Sin and Punishment Star Successor main menu theme, which is actually pretty energetic in and of itself. I would pick the actual stage song from Sandblasted Highway, which is Stage 5, the Stage 5 song. I couldn't really find the exact name for it. I'm guessing it's just called Sandblasted Highway. um, the next song would be Fukuoka, which is the Stage 1 song from Star Successor. And then I picked The Blood and Factor, which is a song from the original Sin Punishment on the N64, as well as Agave from the N64 game, Raid Blue from the N64 game, and Dying Peace from the N64 game. Now I wrote these out here. I didn't put no links or any of the music actually in the video, but you can basically look for these songs on YouTube. You will be able to find them very easily, and they'll pop up and you can listen to them there. So basically I'm giving you the names of the songs, and you can go kind of look for them yourself if you really want to see what in the world I'm talking about. And that's about my ideas for Sin Punishment Star Successor stage for it in the Sandblasted Highway, the version on the Wii U. I didn't get to mention that before, sorry, but normally I'm going to be mentioning that every time, like which version, 3DS or Wii U type of thing. Hope you guys like this video. Peace. Have fun. Put in the comment section what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later in my next video. See you later.